4, 3, 2, smash him up, crack that fool, quarterback crack, yo, sack that fool, hit him, 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 smash him up, watch that move, went too swift, can't catch these dudes, can't hit him, 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 listen, 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 hit him, listen, it's Eagles talk, let's talk Eagles, Philly bleed green, it's from your people. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's peep the squad. Big Pat, Shell, and Dante, the dark child. Drop the stats on them. Drop the facts on them. Spur game, baby. Let's get it on.
Hey, fam, it's your man Dante, the Dark Knight, and welcome to a very joyous occasion here. The post-game, our Philadelphia Eagles have defeated the New Orleans Saints. I don't even know the final score. I had to leave before.
We got 40.
We got 40. We did a 40 burger on them. We put a 40 burger on them. Yo, it was great, man. Oh, man.
Can we put some respect on Jalen Hurts' name?
Yes, put some respect on his name.
Put some respect on his name.
Put some respect. You're right. I'm gonna let you go on a rant right now because
put some respect on his name.
You were always down with Jalen Hurts. I have to admit, I had my questions about him, but Nichelle was one that has always been in his corner, always been a supporter, never wavered, even when there was doubt amongst the masses. Nichelle always stood, had Jalen's back. So how do you feel today with his performance?
Expected. It was obvious he had all of that in him through how he was even managing up until this point. So I just don't understand all the chatter. He's not this. He is a championship dude. Always has been. Always will be. You see that last move? He broke homie's ankles. I was like, okay, Lamar Jackson / Michael Vick. And he was putting the money on the ball. They was dropping balls. He would have had 4. He had 30 plus fantasy points. He would have had 40 if it wasn't for some of them drop balls.
Yeah.
And Devontae Smith getting pushed out the end zone. Y'all better put some respect on that man's name. Put some respect on his name.
This was a very, very big win. Very, very good win. I mean, like, to be an Eagles fan today, you got to feel good about what you saw on the field today because that's 2 back-to-back solid games that was presented by our football team. I mean, the defense, they gave up some stuff late. And
they did. They made me mad. I was like, oh, you got to finish strong. But all right, I'm going to let y'all live this week. I'm going to let y'all live because y'all was hungry for the ball. You know,
we got 3 turnovers. And I mean, they was calls. We caused those too. So I got to give the defense some credit for that. You know what I mean? I know they gave up the points, but they forced those turnovers. I mean, big play Slay, a pick 6. You know, man, we had some good. It was good. It was a good game.
Gannon finally listened to all of us fans.
We got pressure on the quarterback. We got pressure on the quarterback. We came with blitzes. There were blitzes today.
Blitz up the middle?
Woo. This was a good game. I'm going to go right to some comments and see how everybody else is feeling out there. So Jeremy T says, yeah. Renee is in the house. Great game. Yes. Drexel says, good win. Kiara says, that's what I'm talking about. Bird game.
That's right.
Dion, Nichelle's show husband, says, good birds. Go birds. And my man Kitty Lyon, what's up? BG for life. Where you been at, Kitty? How you been?
We got somebody from Greece down up in here, too. Let's
they got somebody from Greece? Sulema says, our boys got the win. Yes. And Rodney Yender, man, we could have been running on them teams like this from the get-go. We could have. It was we left a lot of meat on the bones. Don't get it twisted. I mean, we put up 40 points, but it very easily could have been 50. And more,
Talk about it. We was having our way at that line of scrimmage.
Oh, my goodness. We settled for some field goals in a couple of situations where had it not been for a misfortunate play here and there, we should have cashed in a lot more. At least like 3 or 4 field goals. 2 of those could have been touchdowns. So 40 is great, but it could have been 50. This was a solid win. Offense came out. Sirianni, I did question some of his play calling, but he did enough to put up 40 points. So I can't criticize him as much today. I know Pat will look
Mm-hmm.
at the tape, and when he comes in on Thursday, he'll probably point out some more stuff that I missed. But I saw some things that
He
we
could
left some
improve
meat on the
upon.
bones. Yeah, he
Yeah,
can
he could
improve
improve
upon.
upon. But he's
But
getting there. I'd rather
he is
see
getting there.
this level progress. Gannon finally showed what he should have been showing. We have the personnel to do some of these things. Like, come on.
Oh,
Come
look,
on.
Richard Booth says great win, but Rieger seems like he doesn't want to be there. Rieger seems like he's not that guy. That's what he seems like
No,
to
I
me.
think Boston Scott should be taking his place on
Yeah,
punt
I mean,
returns,
for
to be
real,
honest with you, because I think he could be our Sproles in that position and breaking a few.
I do. I agree too, because it just takes the it sucks the life out of me when Rager is back on punt returns.
And he always lets it go, and they
Yes,
pin us to the
yes.
2. Like, you've been doing this every week. Why y'all got him back? Put Boston Scott back there.
And he's not a threat. He's not a threat to return anything. Not ever when he catches the ball do I think he's going to break it. Not
Right.
ever. Not
Right.
ever.
And
do I
Boston
think he's
Scott
going to
is a
break it.
one cut and run dude. So he's the one that should be back there on punt return. He can make that one cut and go for broke.
John Patty says South Carolina Bird game, checking in
South
post game.
Kakalaka.
Eagles win, baby. That's right. Yo, John, I'll be down there pretty soon. Unfortunately, I had death in the family, and my aunt, 94 years old, passed away last night. She lived a full life when I say that. And I will be traveling to South Carolina as soon as the funeral arrangements are made. So I'll be down there. But yeah, this was a big win, man. Bill Kroll says, should have beat the brakes off him. We should have. It should have been bigger than it was, but I'll take the win, and that's like 3 out of the last 4. So we are starting to put something together. 2 in a row here. So now we really have a legitimate official winning streak. We have won 2 in a row. You know me. We had an official winning streak when we won last game because we won 1 in a row. 1 in a row signifies a winning streak for me. But we have 2, so we have an official winning streak going on here. We have 2 in a row, and then on our season, our schedule is considerably easier than it was in the first half. So I think the only team we have that's a legitimate contender is the Dallas Cowboys. Everybody after that, we got 2 games against the Giants, 2 games against the Washington football team, 1 against the Jets, and then the Cowboys. So we can make some noise right here. And the way we're playing now, I'm not going to get ahead of myself, but I think we can knock off the Cowboys. But I'm not going to get ahead of myself.
Yeah.
But we are playing really good football right now. Our offense is gelling, and we are putting up points. And that defense is catching up, and they're doing more and more every week. And although we gave up the 20-something points this week, it could have been worse, but I saw a lot of good things that came out of this defense. The pressure, the blitzes, the pick six. He's allowing his players to play to their strengths, and that's all I can ask for. Some more comments out there, but tell me what you saw, Nichelle. Tell me, how do you feel looking at this game today?
I feel great. I was right that we was going to beat them by 2 touchdowns or more. So, I feel good about it, having some kind of playoff runs, even if we don't even go deep. This is the time you want to peak anyway. If we could pull ourselves up and peak going into the playoffs, ain't no telling what happens. Any given Sunday. Given Sunday at that
playoffs.
Point. Any given Sunday at that point. That's the crazy part.
We can talk about it. We can talk about it now.
They're talking about it on the TV right now.
About it. We can talk about it now. I wouldn't talk about it, about 3 games ago or 4 games ago.
Nah,
but we can seriously talk about it. We can mention it and not sound like fanboys now. You know what I mean? We can actually talk about it and be realistic and legitimate in our optimism here. Our team is looking very good. The flowers are blossoming. They've poked their heads through the dirt, and now we are seeing sprouts. They're sprouting up. The flowers are going to be blooming really soon here.
So all that fertilizer and crap is working.
Continue to feed it fertilizer.
Yep. Keep pouring the shit on it.
It's good. I can't pronounce his name. I'm just going to say Pete. That's the easiest part I can pronounce.
Panagiotis.
Pangiotis. Pete Fly Eagles Fly from
All right,
Athens,
from
Greece.
Greece.
That's
All
what's up.
right.
Hey, yo, tell me what time is it in Athens, Greece? I have
It's
we have
probably 9:30 or 10:30 in the
9:30.
evening. So they're still up.
Oh, okay. All right, that's not bad. All right, so we got somebody from Greece. We have a resident, we have Tony Burren from down under Australia. And
That's right.
thank you
Eagle
guys for supporting.
International Love. That's what's up.
International, yeah. Jason says, I smell the playoffs. Great win, Eagles. I do too, Jason. I smell a little hint of playoffs right there. JR says, I gotta say it. Malata getting into dude's grill for hitting hurts pumped me up just as it did me too. That's how a left tackles need to act when someone hits your quarterback late. That's right. I'm glad you brought that up because I would have forgot. But that was a big key of the game to me. Where I watched the game, I watched it in a watching party, and I made notice of that. I was like, Malata, that's right, Malata. Nobody hits your quarterback. You don't let that go down. And Malata was not going for it. He even got into a scuffle later on.
Yep. And why would you even 6'8" Malata?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So, like I said in the pregame, early in the season, we were perceived as a soft team, not only by others across the league, but even by us here on this show. We were looking at this team as being soft. And because they were playing soft. But because they established that run, that smash mouth football, from that, we got an identity of being a tougher team. And today, it took it to another level with Mailata stepping up and saying, look, you're not going to be hitting my quarterback. You're not going to do that. We're not going for that. And he plays in Philly, but he's from Australia. He said, no, we're not doing that. This is, I've been in Philly enough. He adopted the North Philly. You know what I'm saying? He adopted North Philly in him, and he came out and said, no, you're not going to be doing that to my quarterback, and stood up and got in the fight. I thought I was watching a hockey game.
He was like, what we not going to do is lay hands on my QB.
No.
We don't play them games here.
Sulema says Hurts was great today, and Slay with another interception
all day.
Touchdown.
Was he mic'd up?
Exciting.
I hope they mic'd him up today.
Oh, they should have.
Oh my goodness!
I can't
that
wait
was
to hear
pure comedy.
I can't wait to hear that. But one thing we need to do is we need to start a quarter because we need to do a shot. I can't do one, but we need to do a shot.
I got some wine.
Oh, my goodness.
I got some wine for the occasion.
All right, full disclosure. I took shots at the darn watch party.
We know you did. We know you did.
Not did I take them. I led the crowd in doing shots. That's just
especially when we was up. I'm sure the shots was flowing.
They was like, Don, what's wrong? It's shot. If you see me in work here, I got a thing called shot o'clock. It's when I look at my clock, it's shadow clock time. Oh. It's shadow clock. So we had a couple shadow clocks. So we had a good time, and we need to celebrate our Philadelphia Eagles on this big win over the New Orleans Saints because this team is now looking like the team that we not particularly expected at the beginning of the year, but we did expect progress, and they're showing great progress, and it looks like we have a great future ahead of us in these last 6 weeks coming up with all these teams that are very, very winnable games. Yeah, look at my neighbor. Neighbor was there now. He's snitching on me. Yeah, Dante did some shots with a cute
glass. Yeah, he called you glass cute. Disrespect.
He's for real though. I'm not going to lie. I got to tell that story. So we're at the party, and there's a bartender. There's a hired bartender at this party. So he's making drinks. He's making wonderful drinks. We have some Don Julio 1942. He made a nice margarita. I'm like, and then the person drank the margarita. He's like, oh, this is great. I'm like, all right, I want to try the margarita. Give me a margarita. Gives me a margarita in such a girly glass. I was like, oh, why'd you give me this drink in this girly glass? I got to follow.
Was it a margarita? Was it a margarita glass?
It was the proper margarita glass, but he had just given a woman a margarita in a more manly glass, and I expected that I was going to get that, but he gave it to me in the girly margarita glass, and people were looking at me. I was like, why you do that? And then
maybe that glass was some good luck. Maybe you need to be drinking from that glass every game.
Oh, that's what I'll do because I don't mess the mojo up. So I'll keep it
Dwight,
going. I'll
put
drink.
that glass up. Put the glass
Yeah,
up.
save that glass right there because I'll drink out of that glass next week. I have no shame to my game. They tried to get on me about my shirt. They said my shirt was girly. I said, oh damn, I didn't know. It didn't say woman's shirt when I ordered it, but they got it. But all that aside, we won. I said, you can call me what you want to call me, but you're going to call me a winner this week because we
right.
won.
Winner,
That's what
chicken
you're
dinner.
Call. Yes. So anyway, everybody, raise your drinks. Whatever you're drinking tonight, raise it to our Philadelphia Eagles, and we're going to do a shot to them. So, to our Philadelphia Eagles out there, down the hatch, 3, 2, 1. Yes, we won. Dwight, winner. Now you want to say winner. Dion is in the house. Cheers, a great win for our birds. Rodney says, shout out to J. Jaws for being so forgettable. The Saints forgot he was on the field again. And he
right? Forgot he still can catch a ball.
Yes, when nobody knows that he's there, yes, he can catch a ball. When there's no coverage and he can catch a ball. So that was good. J. Jaw made a catch today. That's amazing. And Sulema says, was the bartender Cowboys fans? Is that why he gave you that glass? So we got the win, and it backfired. No, I don't think he was a Cowboys fan, but yeah, he did give me that glass. Jackie is drinking Crown Royal.
The Crown
Royal.
That's
all right,
right.
I see you with the brown. All right, girl, you go get it. Denise is in the house, was at the game. Great win. We needed a home win. Yes. Oh my God! Now here's another one of my neighbors. Drink that margarita, sissy. Called me a sissy. Isn't that something? Q, I still love you, man. But all right, you got me on that. I'll be a sissy if we keep winning like this. I'll be a sissy all the way to the Super Bowl. Oh look, they still drinking. He said we drink in 1942.
I know that's right.
Yeah, that's still down there. Yo, I can't.
Shout out to Nick Sirianni today. The coaches, all of them, they listening. People in the comments now talking about the coaches are finally listening to us. We know our football in this city.
Yes, we do. And good thing that he is learning this city because I don't know. I can't say that he listens to sports talk or anything like that. I think that they do, but and if so.
Somebody's
listening.
To us. Somebody's listening to us.
Yes. If he listened to us and he heard the screams of the masses saying, run the ball. And he's done that. And since he's done that, it's turned this team around. And JG, I can call him JG now because he got 2 wins in a row.
We kept saying blitz.
Yes,
put some pressure.
Saying blitz, put some pressure, and he did that. And it's working. It's turned around. The defense looks a lot better. The offense looks a lot better. And I'm very optimistic with these last.
It's like we
6
knew
weeks.
the personnel better than they did.
Yes, because we're knowledgeable. That's why everybody should be tuning in here, right here, because this is where we said it here. All right, Jackie says Hurts did a killer crossover on that last TD. He did.
Man. Did he? I had to run that back a couple times. Like, look at this. He
Sullivan
fell.
says Hurts and Sirianni look like good friends today. I enjoyed watching them smiling.
That's right.
And that's what has to happen. Like we talked about it earlier. The offensive coordinator, in this case, the play caller is Nick Sirianni, is married to the quarterback. There's a marriage that's going there.
I see my oldest chiming in. That's right.
That?
It's not just running the ball, Julia.
Okay, but it's not just
schemes.
What I
tell you? What I've been
the
screaming about?
the
schemes.
schemes, mixing up the rush D and healthy line. The synergy is building. Go Birds! Ooh, we don't use big words like that. That's Nicelle's son right there. Synergy. We don't use synergy. We don't. That's a college education there. Synergy is building. Oh my goodness! I hope that doesn't drive away our other followers. Don't be
you play
intimidated.
too much. You play too much. But it's true. How long were we saying our schemes were trash? They were basic.
Right.
They were basic. Basic like the girl in Uggs and the flannel shirt. We finally done graduated out of that and put on some red bottoms and some Gucci. Can't be basic. Can't be basic.
Why do you have me walking around and seeing people with Uggs and thinking basic? Now, that's my first thought when I see him. I'm like, that's the shell all the way. I'm like, basic, bitch. Basic. So, like, why? See, they said the five people in your circle are going to influence you the most. Look at that. I'm walking around. I'm calling these. I'm seeing Uggs like you basic ass, the basic bitch. It's like, I just did that this morning. I'm outside and I'm looking at this. I'm like, oh, I said, look at that.
But is it
bitch
true though?
over.
Is it true? We went from the basic girl. Look at us now. Look at us now.
Dion says, "Oh, we use the words like synergy. I'm out."
Dion ain't going nowhere.
No, Dion is not going nowhere.
He gonna be front and center.
Imagine us drafting defensive players. You're right, Robin. Imagine we add some top-notch defensive talent to this crew right here that is proving to be not as deficient as we thought they were. At one point, we thought, or not even us, Jonathan Gannon, I think, thought that he didn't have the talent to pull off what he wanted to do with his defense. And he's finding now that giving them a chance that they can do some things. They're not going to hit all the time, but they are performing, I think, to a higher level than he expected, because he wouldn't even give them that opportunity before. He wouldn't even send pressure before, because I don't think he thought that he had the personnel that could pull it off. But since he's tried it, it has worked. It's worked miracles. So imagine adding some top talent
We
to
will
that
be
defense
monsters next season if
Oh,
we
my
drafted
goodness.
some high-profile defensive players, not just from the draft, but even from free agency. If we get a safety and a D tackle next year and a corner, it's a wrap.
Yes.
It's a wrap.
Oh, Pat, did we see Pat? Did Pat chime in here?
He said
Pat,
draft
you're
Jordan
not
Davis.
here.
He's already ready for the draft. He's
I know he
already
is.
ready. He already got the whole lineup on who we could plug into our defense. I'm sure he'll break that
and we
down on
need
Thursday
that.
or when we go on.
Oh, here he is. All players from the SEC Big Ten. All right, so Pat, tell me, how do you enjoy the game? How did you enjoy the game? It had to be a very fun atmosphere out there for to see our Philadelphia Eagles get their first home win. That's the first win at home. It had to be rocking down there. So let me know. I have a neighbor that went also to the game.
Yeah, my girlfriend asked me to go, but she only had one ticket, and my youngest son is home from school. I should have just left him here because he's been in bed the whole time.
Patrick said it was awesome.
Great birthday. You better hug Steph and keep your Uggs, Steph. Just don't wear them with a flannel shirt.
Right. All right, that's what's up. Yo, Mel Davis says any player off of Georgia, any defensive player off of Georgia, and a beast of a linebacker. If I had my way, I get a pass rusher in this upcoming draft, a pass rusher. I mean, a premier pass rusher, a linebacker, and a safety. That's what I want. But I'll take
we
a
got
cornerback
Trinidad
too.
in the house. Okay. I need to get down
Trinidad,
to
wow.
Carnival.
Wow, Trinidad.
Okay. Trinidad, Greece, Australia.
All
This
right,
the
I like
number
this
one
one
show
too.
right here.
Rodney says, "How's it looking? We need another wide receiver. I would prefer we get him in free agency, but Chris Olave would be good in the second. No,
Or
I
we
would
could use
prefer.
Quez more.
Yeah, we could do that. We could use Quez more, but I wouldn't mind adding a veteran free agent wide receiver. We've used a lot of draft capital on wide
I
receivers
feel
the
that
past 2 years.
to kind of mentor our young ones because
Yeah,
they're all still pretty young. You know what I
they are.
mean? And
They
having
are.
a veteran wide out to be in that locker room with them probably would be a huge benefit to us.
Ryan says this was an overall good performance. It was another solid
Hmm.
performance through all phases of the game, offense, defense, and special teams. Quez was open a few times a day. Patrick is
He
saying,
was.
yeah,
That's one of my knocks is not getting Quez the ball more. The other knock would be fourth quarter defense kind of deflated a little bit, and I would have liked to see them be able to close the game properly.
I agree with that. That was the only down part of my assessment of the game was that
And
we gave
drops
up
by
too much.
Goddard. Like, come on, bro. Catch
Yeah.
them balls.
Oh, but he had some good catches too, though. Like, whoa, he had a
He
couple
did.
good
He
catches. I
did.
was
He
like,
did.
damn, that
He
was
did.
one catch. I thought it was intercepted. I hadn't seen the
Mm-hmm.
ball, and I was like, damn, it was intercepted, and he had the ball. He caught it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, that was a great catch. Goddard came up big, man. Miles had a great game.
Mm-hmm.
Save for that fumble.
Him and
Uh,
Howard. Him and Howard.
yeah. So you know what? I want to look at what happened there. What
I
happened
agree
that?
with you. Yeah, Greg Ward's not the veteran I'm thinking to
No,
be
no.
leading these young boys.
Yeah, no, he's not. Um, Robin says, "Let Dallas lose to the Chiefs, and I will declare this a good day."
They gonna
Yeah,
lose. They gonna lose to the Chiefs.
yeah. Patrick said Goddard made a hell
He
of a
did.
one-handed catch. That
He
was the one I was
did.
talking
He
about.
did.
Yeah.
He had to make up for dropping the ball. So
A
yeah, I
bad
agree
penalty
with you, Mel.
call.
That was such BS.
Yeah, that was.
Come on.
That was. But it's a much different scenario and mood when talking about the flaws after a win versus talking about them after a loss. So
Hmm.
I can talk about them, but it hits a lot differently
It
when you
does.
win and you put up a 40 burger. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't hit as hard. Those are things that we can. Those when you have those flaws in the game you win. Those are things that we just need to clean up. You know what I'm saying? When you have them in a loss, you be like, you got to do that. What's wrong? This is fucking
Hmm.
costing us games. But when you do it in a win, it's like, oh, these are some things we got to clean up. It's not as bad. All right, Kyle says second half offense play is suspect. Whiteside is about to get an extension. Whiteside? Who's Whiteside?
JJ Ortega.
Oh no,
JJ
he is
J
about
Jaw.
no J Jaw. I couldn't even think that was who he's talking about because extension. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I'm saying it
Yeah.
in the same manner and energy as playoffs. An extension. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
I
Whiteside.
yeah, I think the O line had a weaker second half, at the end of the third and the fourth quarter. I think that was also an issue. I don't know if they was getting a little tired or what the deal was, but the O line, really was not holding up in some of those plays at the end of the game, which was could be problematic if that was early on. But that is the knock I give on them is because they was just coming straight through the line. It's like, are you going to block anybody?
Right, right, yeah.
I know it's the end of the game, but you gonna block somebody?
Oh, Kyle he's cleaning it up. He says it was a joke, Dante. Dude actually made a play. All right, boy, whew, you
He's
scared me,
like, I'm just
Kyle.
clowning.
I
I'm
was
just
like, whoa.
clowning.
J Jaw better not be here next year. If J Jaw is on this team next year,
Robin got
it's a
it.
problem.
He's enough for trade bait. Look, we'll
Yes,
take all
good
the
enough.
trade baits we need. We as this season progresses, it looks like we might have a handful of trade baits.
Are people trading for blocking wide receivers nowadays? I don't know. I'm just asking.
Right.
Are people trading for blocking wide receivers? Because that's his best attribute is he's a
Yeah.
great blocking wide receiver. And I don't know if people are trading for that, but it was still. This was a great day. I'm going to have a great week, as everybody should have a great week here. And who do we face next week? Because it's a winnable game, man. It's
I
after
don't know. Who
seeing
do we face?
these past 2 weeks, we can win out. I think we can win out.
Hertz is our guy. Let's stop even debating it. I don't even want to.
Yes.
I don't even want to have that conversation anymore. I told y'all from the rip. Let this young boy run. Let him progress. Put key players around him and give him decent coaching. And look what happens when you do all of that. Look
And
what
he
happens.
said,
He's breaking ankles. His accuracy has gone up. Come on. He was already putting up big numbers at his worst. At his worst, he was putting up big numbers. Now
yes,
imagine him at his best. Come on now.
yes,
Don't play with me.
I agree. Hertz had a great game, and I think he definitely deserves another year. I mean, he's on pace. Like I said before, I'm not saying that this is an extended rookie season for him, but he's where he
Needs
he
to be
needs
in
to
year
be.
two.
in year 2. This is a year
Mm-hmm.
2 quarterback here, and he's doing everything we asking of him, and he 3 rushing touchdowns today. The last one was highlight.
Man, it was like the video game. It was like Madden 2021.
Yes. Ryan says, I told y'all let him progress. He's a beast. I'm going to jump on that too. I told him too, Ryan. I told him too. I mean, you can always, I mean,
I
it's
was
easy.
the ride or die. I was the ride or die.
I told him too. Let him progress. He's a beast. He's a beast. Let him progress.
Suleiman, you right. The O line would just got way too chill at the end. Like, nah.
Yes,
No.
yes. What happened is that the O-line got relaxed because we were winning. They need to play hard all 4 quarters so we don't give the other team a chance to come back. No opportunity whatsoever. Yes. Holla at a brother, AI.
Right.
Yo, this was a great one, man. I got so much optimism with these last 6 weeks. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. I'm just going to bask in what happened today.
Yeah, week by week. We're gonna take this week by week. We at least our holiday is gonna be good because they weren't good enough to have the Thanksgiving game, so we don't have to worry about being stressed out on Thanksgiving because we don't won our game.
Right.
You know what I mean? We'll see them on Sunday, but we'll have a nice peaceful Thanksgiving. Coming off a W.
The food is going to taste so wonderful this week. Oh my God!
The mac and cheese is just the cheese is going to be the ultimate.
Cheesier. The turkey is going to be more. Oh, it's going to be meatier. Everything's going to be better. The collard greens are going to be greener. Everything's going to be great this Thanksgiving Thursday because our Philadelphia Eagles are on a 2-game winning streak, and we are we are definitely trending upward after such a slow start against that brutal schedule we had. A much easier schedule coming up, and the easier schedule combined with this team starting to gel is just a match made in heaven. Like
it's time to show out.
Yeah, time to show out.
I'm with you, Mel. When they was the announcers talked about the stats, with the 3 rushing TDs, the first Eagles QB, you would think Vic, Randall, or McNabb have done that. They have not. Put some respect on his name.
Put some respect on Jalen Hurts.
You see the stats. Put some respect on his name.
And he's still that guy, man. He's still that guy. He said all the right things. He says all the right things.
He works. His work ethic is a Philly style work ethic. That alone should get people to get off his back about some of this stuff. Seriously. You want a kid that has a work ethic. You want somebody that's humble. You don't want somebody that's all up in their head like once was. You know what I mean? You want somebody that holds themselves accountable. And that's what he does.
Right.
You can't get more Philly than that.
The guy is a great representative of Philadelphia football right now, and he's starting to put the performance behind the words here. He's always been the consummate team player, always said the right. We talk about Sirianni having rough press conferences and the such. We talk about Wentz and some of his former press conferences, but this guy says the right things all the time. And now he's putting the performance behind those words. How can you not like this guy? How can you not like this guy? Are you kidding me?
Right.
You got to give him a chance. We got people out there that we would give a chance. I mean, we're talking about a guy, I have to admit, I'm one guy that wanted this guy, but we talk about Deshaun Watson, and he's a great talent and all, but character issues or character flaws is holding him back right now. We have a guy who doesn't have any of that right now.
That's
right now, he's the anti-Deshaun Watson.
Right, and has the ability to perform like Deshaun.
Right.
He breaking ankles. He's surpassing those that came before him and paved the way in a Randall, a Vic, and a McNabb. Now we got Jalen Hurts. Come on now. Put some respect on his name.
Got to.
And he's just getting started.
Yes.
That should have you feeling warm and fuzzy inside, knowing that he's just getting started. to show just a glimpse of what he can do.
All right, Robin says the Chiefs are going to make that macaroni and cheese
Let's go,
cheesier
Big
today.
Red. Let's go, Andy. Let's go, Big Red.
Ryan says stats don't lie, guys. They do not. And Sulema, you got to be the commenter of the day. The best part is that the guy from New Orleans that plays on my 9-ball pool league team will have to apologize for all the talking he did on Wednesday night, talking about how the Saints were going to come marching in. Pfft, get out of here.
Soon as you see him, be like, who that? Who that?
Yeah. When you see him, tell him, who that going to be running all over our squad? Who that? Who that? Blue collar quarterback. Hurts won the quarterback controversy today. Yes, he did. And has a solid body. Yes, he does. Pause. But anyway, Jack, you guys think we can win all games left? I do. I really do. I think we do. I think we can. Let me say that. I think we can.
Those games are ours to lose. Like I said earlier about this game, the rest of the season is ours to lose. They're all winnable.
All right, so we talk about if you have to mention some of the not so pretty things that happened today. Toby Cooper has brought it up and saying, "Damn, Sanders needs to hold on to the rock." Yeah, that was a very inopportune time to turn the ball over. We could have put them away with that touchdown on that drive right there. And I had to make a run. I wasn't there. I blame that on myself because I wasn't there to see it. By the time I got in the car, had already happened. I'm like, I should have never moved. I should have never left. But it happened, and we still was able to get the win. So, and the person that hosted, this was her first Football Sunday hosting. And we were like, yo, we got to come back next week, right? Because we don't mess up the mojo in our circle. In our circle, when the Eagles win,
now we got to come back to your house. You just volunteered your house because we got a W while we were here.
And what a beautiful, I have to say, I don't know if she's watching right now because she's still hosting. I'll be returning once I get off of this program. But she has an immaculate basement. Oh, my goodness. I'm sitting there with Matt, who has been on our show before, Matt. And Matt is saying, this is the best basement I've ever seen in my life. He sounded like a little kid, like a 5-year-old.
Y'all got man cave envy, huh? Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh my goodness. And he's in the military, so he's been all around the world. He said, dude, I've been all around the world. This is the best basement I've ever been in my entire life. And he sounded like a kid. I'm like, I'm laughing at him, but it is. The basement is immaculate. Multiple TVs, bar, a full
That's
ass
what I'm
bar,
talking about.
pool table, everything. Oh, it was incredible. And then what was on the menu? I said, this is a football Sunday. And don't get me wrong, because I go to the Bell's house, and they have theirs normally every week, and we have a good time over there. But Shalon had mussels, steamed mussels, salad, and some other fried chicken and the subs and stuff. But the mussels, we were like, this is Beverly Hills right here. We don't usually do mussels at our
and they're so easy to do. That's the joke. You just throw them in a big pot, some wine, butter, and they're so easy to do for a party like that, and they're not that expensive. So.
It was a wonderful time. Wonderful time. All right, Booby still got to get his sea legs.
Agreed.
He's good. Yes,
Agreed.
Yes.
Agreed.
Because he had a couple. He had probably the longest runs in those 3 weeks. I think he had on one of his runs. And that's why we like Miles, because he is a game breaker, and he can do that. The same runs that Howard might have gotten 10 or 12 out of, Miles will turn those into like a 25-yard run.
Right.
And he did a couple times a day. Miles was outstanding in his
But
return.
they complement each other so well.
Right, they do.
When you use them as a 1-2 punch. They really do. They really do.
Miles is an open space runner, but if we have to run through contact,
we need Howard Scott. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I agree with that.
Absolutely. 100%, Ryan. 100%.
And I also agree with this too, because there was a couple times he needs to hit the hole.
Dances.
He dances.
He's not that dude. That is Howard and Scott. He's not the hole hitter. He wants to search for the hole.
Yeah,
don't want to just.
It's there. Take it.
Nah, that's not him. That's not him. But it
Uh,
works. It works.
but
We got people
yeah.
to do that. That's what Howard and Scott are for. That's why we have a two-headed, three-headed, four-headed monster any given day. Any
All
given
right.
day.
Let's
You can't see none of
says
our running backs.
besides the forced fumble by Cox, do you guys think he will be gone next year? He was getting blocked 1-on-1 most of the game, not getting much pressure. Uh, it's definitely a serious
50-50.
concern. Yeah, it's
50-50
50-50.
chance. 50-50 chance that Cox
And
might or
that's
may not be
because
here.
of Howie too. Howie sometimes will show a little more loyalty than, let's say Banner. Banner, he would have been, Banner had the philosophy anybody over 30 is out of here anyway. So
He
he's
did.
definitely been,
And
Banner
that,
didn't
yeah,
play
that
that.
kind of made me mad with him because some of our, people like the Dawkins of the world, you know what I mean? Like they need to retire here.
Right.
You don't ever let somebody like a Dawkins go. You know what I'm
And then
saying?
and then we have Howie on the other hand that sometimes gets a little bit sentimental on greats that we've had, like with Jason Peters, and I don't know if he's going to do the same with Fletcher Cox, but if you can get something of value with Fletcher Cox, yeah, I would probably think that now is the time to
Hmm.
do it, even though it's probably a year late. You know what I mean? Because you're
Yeah.
not going to get the most return
Yeah,
when
you would
they
have got more
start
last
playing.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When they
yeah.
start playing bad, you're not going to get the most on your return. So it would have been a better thing to foresee that he's declining a little bit and move him last year when he was
Hmm.
still kind of dominant and still producing. But now they can look to do that, but I don't think they're going to get a dollar on a dollar. They might get about 80 cents on a dollar
And
right
shout out
now.
to TJ Edwards on the come up.
Oh
Shout
yeah.
out to TJ Edwards. Okay. Okay. That's what we need to see. Step up. Put these guys in a position where they can really showcase their skills. Step up. So good on Gannon today. Again, you got to be able to close out the games, but overall, he called a great game. Got what we needed done. So I'm excited about, seeing them play out. Look, all they really got to do is duplicate today's game plan and just customize it for the rest of these jokers we got to play. But if they stay with this and stay consistent like they have these past couple of weeks and keep increasing and getting better, 2022 is going to be ridiculous for us.
It's going to
I'm
be
not even talking
crazy.
about, this year what we could possibly do in playoffs. I'm just saying, even after this season, the momentum and the progress we've seen over the past 2-3 weeks, there's nothing this young squad can't do.
No, there isn't.
Especially after
Playoffs.
especially after a year under their belt. And even if they get a taste of playoffs, they're gonna be
Confidence.
mad hungry next season. Mad
Confidence
hungry.
accelerates the process.
Tell it.
Confidence accelerates the
Tell
process.
it.
And I'm seeing it happen, unfold right before our eyes. We're seeing it right now. And who we play next week? I don't care who we play next week. We're going to win. We're winning next week too.
Oh, they
We're
was
also
holding
winning.
Fletcher. I saw a lot of holding and blocking the backs that didn't get called. To
All
be
right, so
honest
Pat
with you.
he had a bird's eye view, and he says, "Believe it or not, I see now that they are holding the hell out of Fletcher
Oh
Cox.
damn.
So,
No
so
calls.
no calls
They would
and
have
the
had to,
such.
because there would have been no way, with the way the rest of the defense was eating, that Fletcher wouldn't have ate at all today. But that's
Oh,
just my
Sulema pointing out
assessment.
something good too. I'm also happy that we didn't
We
get
did
so many
better.
penalties, especially
Yeah.
those untimely ones on third downs. Yeah, that was a key too.
Yes. Good
That
call,
was a key.
Sulema. Good call.
Yes. Toby says, I like the Mayada fight. No call, and I'm
Right?
wearing his jersey.
That's right. I'm glad they didn't make that a big deal. But I'm
I'm
so
kind of tempted to get a Mailata jersey there. I
straight
like to get
up.
those obscure jerseys. I don't like to
Mhm.
get the stars all the time. And Mailata's signed, so I know he's not going to be traded or
Right.
he's not leaving anytime soon. Because that's the biggest thing when you buy a jersey like that. If this guy going to be here for a while, that's
You
what
put
makes
on
me
my
pump my
Lotta jersey,
brakes.
you feel like you about to punch somebody in the mouth.
Oh yeah. Oh definitely.
I'm
I could
coming in
definitely see
tough.
myself. I could definitely see myself in one of those. Let's do another shot. Look, we about to get out of here. Great win again today, but let's do another shot in honor of our Philadelphia Eagles and such a great win today and making football and this week such a pleasure for us as Eagles fans. It's been a lot of weeks early on, especially those three. We had a stretch where we lost 3 in a row. That was a horrible time to be an Eagles fan.
They were asking for us to be positive. We were so miserable.
Yes. Yeah, we were miserable. But they've given us something to be positive about, and they've helped our week this week, a holiday week at that, to be more enjoyable and pleasant. So I'm not drinking this week. I'm still doing the water.
I got some wine. Little Pinot Grigio.
I'll be back after this. This will be my last show where I'm not doing shots. I'll be doing shots the next time you see me. But let me know what you're drinking, and let's salute our Philadelphia Eagles and their win over the New Orleans Saints. Everybody raise your glasses and down the hatch. 3, 2, 1. Oh, darn. I don't even have the sound but right. Hold on. All right.
Yes, we definitely have the best O-line of football.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, down the hatch.
You making me drink again?
All right. So, man, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Nichelle, for hanging in there with our quarterback. Because if it wasn't for you, I probably would have been out on this guy. So, you helped me.
Mama knows.
I mean?
Mama knows. I done told y'all. But now you see what I was saying.
And I'm glad that you hung on because our quarterback is the truth. So for Nichelle, myself, and Pat in his absence at the game, man, we will see you guys. Oh, I don't know when we
Happy birthday weekend, Pat.
Yeah, happy birthday
weekend. That was his birthday present.
Enjoy your Thanksgiving if we don't see you guys because we haven't made up our minds yet whether we're going to come on. I'm open. I'll come on. I don't care.
Yeah, we got to.
I'll have a turkey.
Pat, put Pat's comment up to end the show.
That's right. Yes. How about us having 200 yards rushing on the number 1 defense?
Tell him, Pat.
Yes.
Tell him.
How about that?
Tell him.
Jackie Myers says Eagles talk is the only talk. How about that?
I know that's right. I know that's right.
So we might see y'all on Thursday. We'll announce it. We may not. But we'll see you guys.
I'll be at my family's house, so
we'll see you guys soon.
Maybe
see you guys
Friday.
Soon. All right, maybe do Friday. I don't care.
There you go.
All right. But we'll see you guys soon, man. Everybody enjoy your week because it's going to be a very, very enjoyable week after this big win by our Philadelphia Eagles.
Turkey
we'll
Day.
see you guys soon. I'm out. Peace.
We go live in 5, 4, 3, 2. Smash him up, crack that fool. Quarterback, yo, sack that fool. Hit him,